Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Man, you disrespectful Negroes are crazy. You niggas got the audacity to question me, Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Man, you disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down, they think I don't have a degree. What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same. While y'all was still asleep before hitting colors 3, I was dashiki down speaking in these streets. All I wanted to do was save little black boys. Give them school, teach them not to be in jail or unemployed. Bitch, I'm a psychologist, I do this education shit. When you on the top though, people on they hating shit. Y'all don't even donate shit, so I ain't really feeling ya. I'm the most requested black scholar in America. I done been on News One, I done been on Breakfast Club, I done wrote a book, Psychoacademic Holocaust. I don't even understand why you wanna hate me. Kids are being misdiagnosed with ADHD. Fuck all you haters for trying to strip my business. I fight racism, y'all just fighting tickets. Fuck all the critics when you win and they come after you. I refund the school money, then I'm going to Africa. Fuck all you coons who went and snitched to them crackers. Now they wanna strip me of my credentials, you bastards. Fuck the judge and jury, give a fuck what the court said. And fuck Tariq Nasheed with his little ass forehead, nigga. And fuck you too, Roland Martin. That's right. Little motherfucker. That's right, nigga. Had me on News One with all them coons up there asking me all them questions. Right. Like I'm not the motherfucking king of this black scholar hotep shit, nigga. I've been doing this shit longer than all you niggas. All you niggas gonna respect me. You niggas got the audacity to question me, Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Man, you disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down, they think I don't have a degree. What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same. While y'all was still asleep before hitting colors 3, I was dashiki down speaking in these streets. All I wanted to do was save little black boys. Give them school, teach them not to be in jail or unemployed. Bitch, I'm a psychologist, I do this education shit. When you on the top though, people on they hating shit. Y'all don't even donate shit, so I ain't really feeling ya. I'm the most requested black scholar in America. I done been on News One, I done been on Breakfast Club, I done wrote a book, Psychoacademic Holocaust. I don't even understand why you wanna hate me. Kids are being misdiagnosed with ADHD. Fuck all you haters for trying to strip my business. I fight racism, y'all just fighting tickets. Fuck all the critics when you win and they come after you. I refund the school money, then I'm going to Africa. Fuck all you coons who went and snitched to them crackers. Now they wanna strip me of my credentials, you bastards. Fuck the judge and jury, give a fuck what the court said. And fuck Tariq Nasheed with his little ass forehead, nigga. And fuck you too, Roland Martin. That's right. Little motherfucker. That's right, nigga. Had me on News One with all them coons up there asking me all them questions. Right. Like I'm not the motherfucking king of this black scholar hotep shit, nigga. I've been doing this shit longer than all you niggas. All you niggas gonna respect me. I'm Dr. Umar.
Hey, let me get some black fists in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. I discovered that song earlier today by my man Crank Lucas. He's a beat maker slash rapper slash YouTuber, makes a lot of parody videos, and he did that parody song about Umar a few years back, and damn, I'm late to the party, but that was oh so hilarious. Goddamn, matter of fact, that's oh so hilarious. I'm gonna start that motherfucker again. That motherfucker was spazzing.
You niggas got the audacity to question me, Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism?
Me, the Prince of Potato Salad? The Prince of Pineapple Pan Pizza? Me, Big Papa, Infatunde King Kong Consciousness, the #1 requested scholar in the world, the #1 fighter of the ADHD misdiagnosis of the young black boys, the #1 cookie crusher? Me, Umar Johnson?
The Prince of Pan-Africanism? Man, you disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down, they think I don't have a degree. What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same.
Damn, his hair, my beard is nappy all the same. Guys, let's get into the content. Smash the like button on the way in, hit the Cash App or the PayPal, throw 5 on it if you support the mission. If I make you laugh, if I bring you this entertainment and this education in a way that nobody else can give it to you on YouTube. You know, they got your boy demonetized. They got your boy shadow banned. Go ahead and throw 5 on it. Throw 5 on it. Support the mission. Just the other day, Umar Johnson was doing a live speaking engagement at a college. And he was called out by one of the panel members up on the stage. She asked him not just about his LGBTQ plus rhetoric, but she questioned him about the school. And in classic Umar Johnson fashion, he got to doing some splaining. Umar, the grift is up. The grift is up. You've been banned from live streaming off social media just last month. The school scam is coming to an end. The feds is watching. We gonna see an American Greed episode with Umar Johnson real soon, but I was glad that the sister questioned him while she had him IRL in real life, because when I pulled up on his bitch ass on a live stream, y'all know how that went.
Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years and you still haven't.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
Why you do me like that, bro?
Yeah, why you do me like that? See, on a podcast like that, he can just look to the host and have them tethers kick me off and mute my mic, get me out of there immediately. But when you're sharing a stage with someone, you ain't really got nowhere to go. So what's Umar gonna do? He's gonna do some splaining, y'all. He's gonna do a whole lot of splaining. Let's see him ask when questioned as to why the school's taking so long. What's going on with the school, Umar? What's going on with the school?
Community seems to have a complicated relationship with you. On one hand,
I love Big Papa, wouldn't it? I love it when they call me Big Papa, showstopper.
Yes, this Negro is shouting out Big Papa lyrics, and the audience is eating it up. He's speaking at a college. Those are mostly black folks. He's probably at an HBCU. We know the HBCUs are mostly filled with tethers, so the tethers in the audience are just eating that up. He's being questioned by a sister about something real. Hey, you got a contentious relationship with the black community. What's going on with the school? Hey, wait, before we get started, I'm Big Papa, showstopper. What?
the black community seems to have a complicated relationship with you. On one hand,
I love Big Papa, wouldn't it? I love it when they call me Big Papa, showstopper. But it is though. No, it is complicated. I see where you're going.
okay. On one hand, your supporters count on you for your unapologetic truth telling and uplifting on the community, while on the other hand, people take issue with what they see as a lack of accountability, particularly regarding the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School. You offering women dates in exchange for their donations to.
Damn, she said, I don't only want to press you about the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Bando buildings, but I want to question you as to why you're having women pay you to go on dates, Umar.
What do y'all think about a date with the doctor FDMG fundraiser? $100. The sisters will pay a $100 raffle. Sisters will pay $100. And if they win the raffle, they get to pick a social event anywhere in the country. It could be a concert. It could be a sporting event. It could be a festival. We're going to pick her up. I'm going to pick her up. We're going to pay for the hotel, pay for the flight. I'm going to pick her up, take her to the event. We're going to go to dinner. And we're going to drop her back off at the hotel.
Your school fundraiser and your antagonistic and harmful messaging regarding our LGBTQIA brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts to this response?
That's a great question. And I love the way you gently just hate on me. But listen, that was well. That's exactly how the Caucasian I'm doing.
So this nigga deflecting. He deflecting like a whole bitch. Oh, yeah, I just want to say, I love how you hating on me, just like the Caucasians. Damn, look at how he has to make a joke out of everything. Look how he's deflecting so heavily before he even gets into the splaining.
QIA brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts to this response?
That's a great question. And I love the way you gently just hate on me. But listen, that was well. That's exactly how the Caucasian I'm doing. Okay, listen. Let me start with the LGBT community. No. Because I love all black people. I need y'all to understand this. Because her.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a live call-in show. Let me go ahead and post the StreamYard link. I thought I did it earlier, but I did not. Hit the like button on the way in. Throw 5 on the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. And if you want to speak your piece about Umar Johnson, I will provide you an open panel to do so. And you know what? I gotta let the audience have a little bit of control over the show. Guys, this is like a 14-minute video, and 13 of those minutes is him ranting about the LGBTQ community. Do you want me to just fast forward to when he starts deflecting about the school, or do you want to hear the whole thing? Let me know in the chat.
The question was well articulated because it wasn't coming from her. That is the idea that many have in our community. So our LGBTQs, if you are here, I love you no differently than any other African.
I love you too.
Stay with me. I became a psychologist. I decided I wanted to be in the 3rd grade because I wanted to help my people. So my life's work is about bringing us together, never division. I've done therapy with members of the LGBT community. Have no issue with them as a human being because they're still African people. At the same time, as a Pan-Africanist and as an advocate for my race, I reserve the right to disagree with any behavior that I think is counterproductive to where we need to go as a people.
Yeah.
So the reason I disagree with my homosexual brother's lifestyle isn't because I hate them. I've done therapy with gay men, and I know where a lot of that trigger comes from. But it's because only 1 out of every 4 black women gets married in this country. If we allow our boys to keep on getting brainwashed by propaganda in public school into abandoning romance.
Yeah. I don't care what y'all talking about. We gonna skip to the school. I ain't about to listen to this explaining about this shit. Hold up.
Ain't no crooks around here. What excuse you got? See, I'm gonna raise the bar when the school get over. You know what the real problem is? Once the school gets over, they left off. People, bank to invest in the people, school to teach the people. Lesbian sisters are ladies who date within their gender. Just need a real good relationship with a strong heterosexual black man. And once you get the power of a real man, spiritually, psychologically, in other ways, he will shock you right on back to your original African self. Oh yes! Consciousness over the.
This motherfucker is shouting like a dirty pastor, y'all. He's shouting like a dirty pastor, and all these young black kids are eating it up. And this is our youth. This is our future. This is why right after this, as triggering as it seems, as polarizing as this topic and title and thumbnail is, God damn it, I gotta call a spade a spade. Stick around, guys. Right after we finish this stream, we're gonna do a broadcast about how Tariq Nasheed is losing against Umar Johnson. Tariq Nasheed is losing oh so terribly by Umar Johnson. It's pitiful. It's sad. I'm not saying Umar is a good person. We shouldn't praise him. We shouldn't exalt him. He's a scammer. He's a fraud. He's a hotep hustling con artist. But goddamn it, he's beating the shit out of Tariq Nasheed. He's tearing him up. He's got him on the ropes. Tariq's throwing in the towel. He's fucking up Tariq Nasheed. It's sad. It's pitiful. And we're going to talk about it in the next broadcast. This is a battle over influence. Who has influence over the culture? Who has influence over the community? If Tariq Nasheed's side is talking reparations and foundational Black American lineage, and Umar Johnson's side is saying no reparations, we're some Pan-Africans, and Umar Johnson is winning by a large margin. Guys, I'm the king of receipts. I make the polarizing statement, he's winning, but I'm also literally showing you in real time him hoodwinking a audience of young collegiate students right before our eyes. And these are the future. The battle is for the youth, for the next generation, and he's winning that battle by a long shot, by a huge margin. And we're going to talk about it in the next stream right after this one.
And once you get the power of a real man, spiritually, psychologically, in all ways, he will shock you right on back to your original African self. Oh, yes! Consciousness over the books. Politics over the puna. Revolution over the romance. And institutions over the intimacy. Lesbian sisters, I love you. We're going to get it together. FDMG, listen, y'all. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Okay, now he's getting to the school, guys. I fast forwarded successfully. I saved you guys 5 minutes of him ranting and hollering like a dirty pastor, talking about, I love the lesbians. I love the lesbians. I would crush some lesbian cookies if I could.
Come home frustrated and she had a bad day and the things just didn't go right and she ain't gonna want to be caressed and she ain't gonna want to be massaged and she ain't gonna want a forehead kiss. She gonna want her cookies crushed. Everyone.
Don't you find it interesting that a black community that builds almost no important institutions for itself? We don't have no Black Wall Street in America. Nowhere you go in.
This motherfucker just already started off by shaming the entire black community. He said we have almost no institutions for ourselves. Sir, we do have organizations and institutions. I was a part of the Black Realtors Brokers Association. We have many professional organizations as well. God damn, he's deflecting hard while denigrating our culture, huh?
This country, can you find an independent black bank, independent black school, independent black hospital, independent black supermarket? Supermarket to feed the people, bank to invest in the people, school to teach the people, hospital to save. I'm keynoting Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma next month. And we've been celebrating Tulsa for 103 years. Why we ain't replicated Tulsa? Why we ain't remade Tulsa? Where's Black Wall Street, Baltimore? Where's Black Wall Street?
Maybe we can't replicate Tulsa because scamming ass pan goofies like you get millions of dollars over a 12-year period to build institutions for our communities, and you trick off the money like a dope fiend. God damn it, maybe you would contribute to us having another Black Wall Street if you actually built the school, dumbass.
Land over. That's what I want to know. You see? It's because we love to celebrate what our ancestors did, but we don't like to pick up where they left off. The point that I'm making is Negroes criticizing me for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. Everybody's an expert on building schools now. They know how much the HVAC.
Oh my gosh. You Negroes talking about criticizing me? Oh, so you an expert on building a school? You know how much an HVAC costs? You know how... I know you got $5 million over the last 12 years. I know that my school that I went to was freshly built over the course of a summer. And since then, I've graduated from that school. I was the first 4-year graduated class of Antelope High School in Roseville, California. And since then, there's been generations upon generations that have graduated from that high school. You announced your school scam in 2009. Then you claimed that you were going to buy St. Mary's or St. Paul's or some shit. And then you said, oh, no, never mind. I'm going to build my own. And then 8 years later, you bought some trap bandos down the street from a prison around the corner from the projects. And now for the last 4 or 5 years, you've been claiming that you're going to fix up the bandos as you have weddings there and paint days and block parties. Yeah, so maybe we would have another Tulsa if niggas like you didn't trick off the community funds.
Costs. They know how much the electric costs. They know the insurance bill. They know how to get the water on. They know how to fix the roof. They know everything about my school, but have never built one themselves. Wow. So here's what I say to the FDMG haters. When we do open up that school, don't bring your ass because you're not coming in. Oh, no. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy will only be for Dr. Umar supporters and Dr.
Yes, I was about a freshman or a sophomore. Let me think. I was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school when Umar Johnson announced his school scam. And now I'm 29 years old with a 5-year-old child, and my son will graduate from college, and there will still be no school.
Umar supporters only. If you didn't donate, if you didn't support, we don't need you. And let's just be honest. The real reason why a lot of Negroes have an issue with me and my school ain't because of no hustling. We already been audited by the IRS because of these Negroes, and we passed it with flying colors.
Here's another lying ass statement he makes to promote his scam. He says, well, guys, I've been audited by the IRS and we passed. Motherfucker, the IRS does not audit your donation funds and make sure that your funds are being appropriated towards the project and that you're not commingling your funds. The only thing the IRS checks is if you're paying your taxes. The IRS just cares if you're paying your taxes. The IRS is not going through the money you got on GoFundMe and the money you get mailed to you and the money you get on PayPal and the money you get on Cash App and going to your school and investigating if you're actually building the school or not. The IRS just cares if you're paying your taxes. So when he keeps saying, hey guys, I got audited by the IRS, realize as tax-paying Americans, the IRS does not audit your crowdfunding projects, dumbass.
Around here. You understand? You know what the real problem is? Once the school gets up, all of you are going to raise your expectations for all these other so-called Negro leaders and organizers who do nothing but make YouTube videos. See, they want me to fail so you don't expect more from them. And Dr. Umar built the school from nothing. What excuse you got? What excuse you got? See, I'm going to raise the bar when the school get open. So this is not a constructive criticism.
So he's saying that we're just hating YouTubers and he's building a school from nothing. Sir, even if you build the school, why did it take you 12 years? Even if you build the school, you said that it's not going to be accredited. Any student that goes there, their diploma will be worthless. Even if you build the school, who's going to send their child to a school in between the projects and a prison compound? Even if you build the school, where's the money coming from for you to hire staff? Even if you build the school, hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Even if he builds the school, he was paid millions of dollars to do so and tricked off the money for 12 years, gave us false opening date after false opening date after false opening date. GoFundMe suspended his account. The state of Pennsylvania sent him a cease and desist order so he could stop fundraising in that state. So even if you built a school, you were paid to do it 12 years ago. So why are you acting like you're building something from scratch when you bought a bando and you're claiming you're going to put some lipstick on the pig, i.e., do a little painting and put in a new HVAC unit, and that equates to building a school from scratch?
Why it's taking so long? Institutions take time. What this really is about, we need him to fail. Because if he wins, we will all have to bow down and say, oh yes, he's without question the notorious RH. Black power. Don't hate me! That's right.
Okay, give me your response. Can you
make some noise, Compton State University?
Peep the dirty preacher tactics. He literally ends his statements instead of amen. He said black power. Like, this motherfucker is a caricature. He's a clown, and they're eating it up.
And don't worry, I'm gonna take all the pictures at the end. I'm not gonna leave till everybody get their picture, all right? I got you.
Can you talk about
money hopping? We can't take no picture.
You want something else you want to add?
It was the LGBT, it was FDMG, and what was the first one you said?
Talking about offering dates.
Oh, that wasn't sexual. The date with the doctor, right, is when a queen pays $500. Talking about the notorious one. Listen, and I take her on a date. I pay for the date. She chooses the restaurant. And I pay for the date, not y'all. I'm old enough to be your father. Relax. Young brothers, handle that. Listen. And we go on a date, and guess what? I've had several of them. It ain't about sex. We sit there, we do consultation, they ask about their kids, they give me ideas.
This motherfucker talking about it's not about sex. The woman pays $500, but I take her out anywhere she likes and I pay for the meal. Yeah, you paid for the meal, nigga. She just gave you $500 to go on the date. Wait, y'all. It's a $500 raffle. So imagine the thousands of women that paid him $500 for the opportunity to go on that date. Look at the grifts and the scams and the cons, just like his new trip he's promoting to take people to Africa for $6,000 a piece and you're going to share a room with somebody. I mean, come on. Yeah, how many, if not thousands, if even hundreds, if even dozens of women paid $500 a ticket for the raffle for a date with the doctor? How much money did that motherfucker grift from pandering to the black queens? Okay. All right, y'all. A date with the doctor, he says. Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. Know your worth, though. Know your value, okay? I haven't pandered to the queens enough to have the sizable audience that he has, so I'll do $100 raffle, okay? $100 raffle for a date with my TV. My treasurer, my accountant is Bridget. You see Bridget in the chat. Send your contributions by way of Bridget. Bridget's gonna pull a name out of the hat, and I will take you out. And it's on me, okay? It's on me. We don't have to split the bill. It's on me.
School. Some of them are going to be part of the school because now with their expertise of what they bring to the table. The date with the doctor is non-sexual. I've never been with even those women alone behind closed doors. It's in public at a restaurant, and it's a brother and a sister communicating. Stop. Huh? Because we building an institution, my African princess. You think we want to run that school on water and prayer? You feel me? That's a contribution to the movement, y'all. Our water bill is like $2,500 a month. I don't think y'all understand how much money we pay. We about to paint the school on May 11th and May 12th. You know how much the paint gonna cost just to paint the inside?
Did y'all just hear that, y'all? You heard it here first. He says on May 11th, May 12th, they're having a paint day. This is like the third or fourth paint day. This motherfucker is milking his audience so much. He's having you guys, he's using you for free labor. He's having y'all come paint the school for free. You already paid him millions of dollars over the course of 12 years to build the school. Now he's going to have you come paint the school for him. This motherfucker has a cult. And you wonder why the next stream after this is about Tariq Nasheed losing, is about Tariq Nasheed getting the dog shit beats out of him. And I rock with Tariq in more ways than one. I do not rock with Umar Johnson in any way, shape, or form, but this is a battle for influence over our community. And Umar Johnson has the masses. Umar Johnson is mainstream. Umar Johnson is chopping it up with Suki Hana and Nick Cannon and Little Yachty. Umar Johnson is at some black college right now doing some fucking dirty pastor techniques, and the youth is eating it up. Umar Johnson is failing forward. Umar Johnson is a known scammer and still succeeds. Umar Johnson is beating the shit out of Tariq Nasheed when it comes to the battle of influence over our community. And as messed up as it sounds, we got to call a spade a spade. So stick around, because right after this stream is over, we're going to get into that one. But let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. Go ahead and click the link. The StreamYard link is in the chat. Go ahead and call in. Let me know what you think. We got an update from Umar. He says if we talk about the school and we call him a scammer, we're just, bullshit YouTubers who've never built a school. And, we just want to see a black man fail. And that $500 raffle day for the doctor stuff, it was non-sexual. He was just chopping up with the sisters, and he just made the sisters pay $500 for the opportunity to chop it up with the prince, right? Okay. All right. Well, the first guest that we got coming from the back to the front is Israel Bound. Israel, go ahead and take yourself off mute. Let the folks know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What's up with you, brother? I'm calling in from Kansas City. What's happening?
What's up? Let us know. What do you think about Umar? Are you a fan of him?
To let you know. Yeah, I'm a fan. I don't understand while we sitting here acting like, nah, I'm just playing. I can't stand Umar.
Hey, brother. I thought you were
Yeah,
serious. And no. Hey. And because I thought you were serious, I was about to play the Umar anthem.
I know you, so I had to get it in quick.
Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Man, you disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down. They think I don't have a degree.
You just hating ass coons. Come on, we just some hating ass coons, right?
What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same. While y'all was still asleep before hitting colors 3, I was dashiki down speaking in these streets.
Damn. Well, let us know, brother. How long have you known of Umar Johnson? When did you first hear of him fundraising for the school?
Hey, so Umar Johnson actually came to Kansas City in like 2000 and I want to say 12, and he was talking about that school then. In fact, at the time I had just completed my classes and certifications to become an energy consultant, and he and I talked about that briefly, you know what I'm saying? And of course Umar, because we at the time we ain't, the scam ain't really took off yet. And he's like, oh yeah, brother, that's good. We need to have that on the curriculum and all this old shit, right? So, but fortunately, I've never donated a red dime, not a fake penny to this nigga. I've never given him shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see what's up first. But you know what I'm saying? So this scam goes back farther than people think, because I know he was here in 2012 collecting donations for a school. So, and that's a fact because I was there. And at the end of the day, you stop the video right when this nigga about to say that the paint costs like $20,000 or something.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, hold up. Here we go.
If you ever donated to the school, or if you will donate to the school, you can come and paint with us on paint day. Just text me. I'm gonna make sure y'all have my number. And if you donate, you can come and paint. And I'm gonna take everybody to dinner, all the donors, all the paint volunteers. We're gonna go to a restaurant at 5 o'clock and have dinner. And then we're gonna come back Sunday, and Sunday. 11 to 2, we're having dinner both nights.
It was right when he was talking about, listen, it was right when he said, he was talking about the donations, and he was like, you know how much our water bill is? We about to have a paint bill. You know how much the paint costs?
When a queen pays $500 on it, if you walk to feed the people beans who date within their agenda, knock you right on the back. FD that a black community that builds almost no black thing, independent black school, independent black school, teach the people hospital to sing. 3 years. Why we ain't rebated toast? Where's Black Wall Street? That's what I want to know. You see? They left off. You know what the real problem is? Once the school gets up, all of you are hell, so you don't expect more from them. See, I'm going to raise the bar when the school institutions take time. We'll all have to bow down and say, oh yes, he's without question the notorious. That's right.
Can you talk about offering dates?
She chooses the restaurant, and I pay for the date, not y'all. I hold up to be your father. Relax. Young brothers, handle that. Listen. And we go on a date, and guess what? I've had several of them. It ain't about sex. We sit there, we do consultation, they ask about their kids, they give me ideas for the school. Some of them are going to be part of the school because now they're the expertise of what they bring to the table. The date with the doctor is non-sexual. I've never been with any of those women alone behind closed doors. It's in public, at a restaurant, and it's a brother and a sister communicating. Stop. Huh? Because we building an institution, my African princess. You think we want to run that school on water and prayer? You feel me? That's a contribution to the movement, y'all. Our water bill is like $2,500 a month. I don't think y'all understand how much money we pay. We about to paint the school on May 11th and May 12th. You know how much the paint gonna cost just to paint the inside of the school? And by the way, if any of you ever donated to the school, or if you will donate to the school, you can come and paint with us on paint day. Just text me. I'm gonna make sure y'all have my number. And if you donate, you can come and paint. And we're gonna take everybody to dinner, all the donors, all the paint volunteers. We're gonna go to a restaurant at 5 o'clock and have dinner. And we're gonna come back Saturday. Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. 11 and 12, we're having dinner both nights, play some music, have fun, and paint the school. So if y'all wanna help paint the school, feel free to do so. Okay? But my point is, guess how much the paint costs? $20,000. For the paint, we need like.
Damn, $20,000 for the paint, huh?
Man, nigga, where you getting this paint from?
Hey, I got an uncle who runs a painting business. I've worked with him some summers. I went to Keller Williams or Kerry Williams or whatever the fuck the little Sherwood, yeah, whatever, yeah. And I can tell you, ain't no $20,000 paint job unless it's a major construction project.
Man, please, bro. I worked on construction projects. This nigga's full of shit, man. And like you said, he goes to these schools and he starts to pull this pastor like bullshit to these audiences, and they eat it right up. But you notice it's nothing but he caters to the black women, period. He goes in, he bashes black men, and that instant, and then his number one, this is his number one get them and go line is black queens forever, snow bunnies never, right? If you brothers out here dating snow bunnies, you brothers out here ain't taking care of these kids for these children, for these black women, all of that shit, that bullshit rhetoric is why he got such a big following. And like you said, he's bound to kick Tariq's ass in that respect because he's catering and simping to the black woman.
Hey, pandering pays. Pandering definitely pays.
Absolutely, and that's what he does best. And but like they said, that I've never seen somebody get kicked off off all 3 social media sites at one time.
Oh yeah, no, I think the scam is coming to an end. I think the feds or somebody's finally catching up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real.
Yes,
well, hey,
I just wanted to chime in for a second, man. You know, I'm always tuned in, man. I'm gonna let somebody else come up and do their thing.
For sure. Well, thanks for calling in, brother. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Peace. All right, and we got Miss Bridget coming from the back to the front. Miss Bridget, where are you calling in from, and what do you think about Mr. Umar?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Hello?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
Actually, oh, okay. I was just testing because this is my first time. I don't really know how to use this thing, but hello, everyone. But as far as what I think about him, I just think he's a shyster, and he is pandering to the black woman, like most people do anyway. He just knows that he can get farther by just kind of smooshing us, if you want, I guess you call it that, or what is it, schmooze us? And he gets our money and uses it for other things and for his own purposes, basically. But he's not doing anything constructive at this point. I really think I really think he's not even interested anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I saw a podcast he was on. I saw a podcast he did the other day where he was talking about, even if I don't build the school, I'm still the best, blah 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 blah. So I think he's already kind of putting the seed out there that he's not going to finish that school.
Yeah, I think he's going to move on to something else.
Oh yeah, and his
but I wasn't going to stay. I just, huh?
Oh yeah, and I was just going to say that
hi Nick.
The audience that he caters to will still eat it up, regardless of if the school ever is built or not. They'll still support him.
Oh yeah, but I'm not going to stay. I just wanted to see if I could get on here without hearing all the echoes and all that kind of thing. Because
Yep, yep.
I've been hindered once before.
For sure, for sure. Well, hey, thanks for finally calling in. I know this is the first time you hit that link. I know a lot of people in the chat is happy to hear Miss Bridget, so we'll talk to you sometime soon.
Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right, till next time.
How do I get off?
Peace. Oh, no, it's all right. I'll take care of it. All right, and we got Solar Vision coming from the back to the front. Where you calling in from, and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? From Philly.
All right, well, let us know. What's your opinion on Umar Johnson?
I'm a supporter of Dr. Umar.
Great, and let us know a little bit about your background. Are your folks from America or abroad?
Is my folks? You talking about my family? You saying?
Yeah, your
Yeah,
folks
yeah. My family's from America.
will be your family for sure. Yeah, so like your folks are like Black Americans that have been in America, for generations since the 1800s or so, or are you maybe like a first generation, second generation immigrant?
To answer your question, yes and no. I'm not a tether. If that's what you're trying to dig for.
No, I'd never even brought up the word tether. You did.
Well, if you're asking those questions, I've been in enough circles to know that those type of questions is trying to bring out something, and that normally is whether I'm a slave descendant African American or am I a person that was an immigrant. And once again, no, my family line goes back to being slaves here in America.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was a little confused because it sounded like you said yes to the immigrant question, but that you weren't a tether.
Yes, I'm saying that I am not a tether.
Okay, but you don't descend from immigrants.
No, I don't descend from immigrants.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and just so you know, since this is the first time you're calling in, instead of assuming what I was trying to get at with my line of questioning, it's best to just ask. I mean, I don't think people are tethers just because they're a descendant of immigrants. I mean, you're a tether by your actions, not by your lineage.
Okay,
Though,
cool. So what was the point of you asking the question?
and maybe if you not interrupt and allow me to finish speaking, then you'll know the point of me answering the question. Excuse me, asking the question. Let's have a certain level of decorum. You're in my house after all. Kick off your shoes, sit down, and listen up. So the point of me asking the question is because Umar Johnson's fan base is comprised of a large number of immigrants and or Pan-Africans. So if you're not an immigrant, that's cool. That's neither here nor there. I'd have to ask you though, do you identify as a Pan-African?
Do I? Yes, I identify as a Pan-Africanist.
Okay. Well, this is the first time I got to chop it up with a Pan African in a long, long time. I don't know when the last time I chopped it up with a Pan African was. So, can you let me know when you say you're a Pan African, what does that mean to you?
A Pan-Africanist means that you are for the unification of people of African descent. That'd be the world over. So that'd be the people on the continent, the Africans in London, the Africans in Spain, the Africans in the Caribbeans, America, etc.
Okay. And why are you standing in solidarity with those Africans? Do you believe that you descend from Africans?
Yes, I believe I descend from Africans.
Okay. And why do you believe that?
Because when I study history, it tells me that. It tells
But
me that.
well, you said you study history, and history tells you that. But have you ever done your family's genealogy?
Yes, I know on my mother's side, her genealogy.
Okay, but for your father's side, you haven't done that research yet.
Yeah, I don't have too much information on my father's lineage. No.
Oh, okay, got you. But you were able to research your mother's lineage, and your mother's lineage, from which you can tell, the earliest records you found had something to do with chattel slavery.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, interesting for sure. So you said that you're of African descent, so you stand in solidarity with Africans, B1, all that good stuff. I've got to ask you, how have Africans reciprocated that?
Now, what do you mean?
Do you know what the definition of
Reciprocated what? Like, what are you saying? Like,
do you know what the definition of
yes,
reciprocation
I
is?
know what the definition is, but what are you talking about specifically?
Well, you said that your definition of Pan-African is like standing up for or taking up arms with people across the diaspora or something of the sort, right?
No, I never said nothing about taking up arms.
I'm not, quoting you verbatim. I'm just giving you an what I gather from what you said. So maybe
Well,
you can
so
just enlighten us.
you gotta listen.
And again, you're interrupting when I'm speaking. Second strike, third strike, you're out. Enlighten us. Go ahead and let us know once again, for the record. There's 235 people watching now. A lot of people, are just now joining. Let us know for the record. What again does it mean for you to be Pan African?
I said I'm for the salvation and the liberation of people of African descent.
So you're advocating for the liberation of Africans.
Yes.
And my question to you was, how have they shown reciprocation? Are you still confused by my question?
No, I'm clear on it now. Now I wanna first say this because I see it's kind of like,
Before you get to first saying anything, before you step away and sideswipe my question, now that you didn't understand it for some reason and now you do understand it, why don't you just answer the question? If you say that you're standing in solidarity with Africans, how have they shown their reciprocation? And I'm not going to call you a liar or anything. So let's just say there might be some people in the audience that don't know what reciprocation is. So I'll just read out the definition for those folks. Reciprocation is the act of reciprocating, doing something in response to an action in a way that corresponds or is somehow equivalent to that action. I.e., if I'm advocating for Africans, how have Africans advocated for you? What have Africans done to show their solidarity towards you? How have they shown reciprocation? Go ahead and answer, sir.
well, you had countless of African liberators that was Pan-Africanists throughout the generations. Patrice Lumumba. You had a lot of Pan-African um, people that stood up for the liberation and salvation of African people. You have even to this day in areas like Ghana, they given dual citizenship to African Americans. So these are some of the things that you can see that's being.
Okay, and real quick, sir, the only reason I'm interjecting is because whenever I hear something that I don't understand, instead of pretending like I get what you're saying, I like to stop you and ask you and get clarification, not just for me, but also for my audience. So I'm not familiar with Patrice Lumumba. When we're talking about reciprocation, basically, I'm asking what have Africans done to show their solidarity with us Black Americans. So let me know, what did Patrice Lumumba do to help us Black Americans? You have the floor, sir.
Am I? Oh, okay. You keep on muting me. I don't know why you keep on muting
Yes, I
me.
know. It's because I choose to.
Okay, so you don't really want to have a conversation about.
We're having a conversation. I just have to control the flow of the conversation because I have several people backstage waiting to get on. I have over 200 people watching, and I'm running a live show. So yes, I'm going to control the flow of the conversation. You mentioned Patrice Lumumba. Educate us. What did Patrice Lumumba do to show solidarity with Black Americans?
Well, he was a Pan-Africanist, and he fought, politically for the independence of the Congo.
So he didn't actually do anything for Black Americans. He did something for his fellow Africans on the continent of Africa.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing that you've really listed that is kind of sort of an act of maybe apparent reciprocation is when you mentioned something about Ghana and dual citizenship, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. And
Well,
that
until you cut me off, of course.
I know. And then after we address the Ghana and dual citizenship, I'll let you continue and provide more points to reinforce your opinion. Are you aware
Wait,
that
wait, wait.
the Ghana dual? There is no wait. I told you I'm controlling the flow of the conversation. Are you aware that the Ghana year of return, the Ghana dual citizenship thing? Are you aware that that's nothing more than a tourism scam?
No, I'm not. In fact, I know a few people that has to dual citizenship and doing very well.
That's great. And do you know what the prerequisites were in order for them to get that dual citizenship?
Not totally, but I know that they don't have any complaints pertaining to their dual citizenship.
I never asked if they're complaining. I'm asking if you know what paperwork they had to provide, what hoops they had to jump through, what was required of them, because they're not just giving out dual citizenship to anybody, right? You have to meet certain criteria. You have to
And
do
what
certain
is the
things.
criteria what's the criteria?
I'm asking you if you know,
No,
since you're
I,
the
I
one
said
bringing
no,
up.
I didn't.
Okay. So you claim that you have a friend or friends that have dual citizenship and have no complaints, but you don't know what the pre-qualification process is like. The pre-qualification process involves getting your banking records. It involves you having another African that can vouch for you, and it involves you pledging to purchase land or start a business in one way or another, which is why we regard that not as some grand year of return, but as a tourism scam. If they were really doing something Pan African, they would just give all Black Americans dual citizenship with no hoops to jump through, no matter your income. No matter whether or not you're going to build a house or start a business, but that's not the case. They want to make sure that they have a pledge for some of your resources. And you don't know that. So I guess we just had to educate you on that. But now that we've cleared that up, go ahead and let me know what else you think the Africans have done to reciprocate the Pan Africanism you've given them.
Well, I mean, you're gonna mute me out, but I didn't come up here to talk about my Pan Africanism. You was having a conversation about Dr. Umar in his school.
And Dr. Umar is the prince of Pan Africanism. So I think we're on the marker. I think we're being relative to the topic
You're
at
not talking
hand
about the school.
when we hear a Pan African and we ask him a couple questions. If you don't want to cite any more sources for how Africans have reciprocated Pan Africanism, since we know they haven't, since we know a lot, although you're saying you know a couple people who've repatriated and they have no complaints. I've done the research and shown over 3 dozen Black American women who moved to Ghana specifically and been murdered, butchered, buried on their property, and belongings stolen from them. So if you really want to not talk about this false reciprocation anymore, I get that. We can go ahead and segue to the school. So, sir, you're a Pan African. You support Dr. Umar Johnson. What do you think about the school? You obviously must feel that it's not a scam, right?
No, I don't think that is a scam.
Do you know the average length of time it takes to build a high school?
From the ground up, I mean, independent high school that is not.
Wow, look at all this splaining. Look at all this filibustering. Sir, I asked, do you know how long it takes to build a high school? You mean from the ground up? Wait, independently? It's a yes or a no, sir. Do you know how long it takes to build a school?
Are we going to have a conversation, or are you going to keep on muting?
If you answer my questions with a yes or no, because I'm not going to spend a long amount of time with you when I have
Because you're
a
intimidated by the.
couple, because I have a couple other hundred
You're.
people to get to. Okay, sir, goodbye. Have a good day. You can wait backstage. I told you we got several people calling in. You're taking too long with the splaining. Next person we got coming from the back to the front is Miss Grace. Miss Grace, where are you calling in from and what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Yeah, why are you treating a brother like that? Why are you acting like a white boy? Why are you asking him white boy questions?
Oh Lord, we got another old head that done lost her mind.
No, I didn't lose my mind. I think you lost your mind. You need to respect your elders.
Hey, Grandma, Big Mama, let us know what is white boy questions. I've never heard of white boy questions. I don't think white boys give a damn about Pan Africanism. I don't think white boys give a damn about Umar Johnson. So, what question did I ask that was, oh Lord, I shouldn't have done a close up. That woman ain't got no dental coverage. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's giving poor down south uneducated vibes, y'all. But let's see what Grandma got to say.
There's number one. Okay, you're violating the Ngubu Saba. You're violating the first.
She's speaking in tongues in African, y'all. She say Ugubu Saba what? Is she about to start clicking and popping?
First principle is unity. You're spreading disunity. And we're not gonna have y'all on YouTube down.
Ma'am, I was asking you, what is a white question? You said that I asked the brother white questions. I didn't know asking about Pan-Africanism was something that white people would do.
United States or you wherever black people exist. We're not going to have you people online always dogging black people and think you're going to get away with it. And nobody's.
Last time I checked, Umar Johnson had Cuban roots. Last time I checked, he no black papi.
Me no black papi.
You ain't building jack. So don't talk about other people who are doing something. What are you?
Hey, ma'am, I built a social media platform that allows your old ass to call in at the late hours of the night, ranting and raving. Oh, Lord.
Trees, Lumumba, everyone. You're sitting here disrespecting our answers. You're tearing people down. People who gave.
Ma'am, I'm not African. Mommy, me no African. Me a black native. Try again. You barking up the wrong tree. I don't come from Africa. I come from North America, honey boo boo child. If you such a Pan-African, take your ass to Africa and go get murdered like the rest of the black American women.
What do you mean you get murdered? You get murdered right here every day on the streets in America. What are you talking about?
Damn, well, I'd rather get murdered here than have to relocate to a third world country and get murdered by some greasy ass Africans.
Online. You really sound dumb.
Ma'am, read the room. We have 250 people watching right now, and they all said, or excuse me, are all saying in real time that you're the one that sounds dumb. You're the one that's showing your ass. I'm literally farming you for content. You're being used as cannon fodder. You are the court jester right now. So keep dancing, big mama. I like the way you dance.
Ignorant, but no, I'm not going to allow you to talk about our people and to talk about people who are trying to build something. I don't care. I don't care if it takes 50 years to build that school. What are you doing? It's not even.
And this is why Umar Johnson would always succeed, because old dumb broads like this is going to say, I'm a rock with Umar, whether it takes 50 years to build the school or not. New Era, what do you think about this? Is grandma tripping or is grandma tripping?
My shit had fucked up for a quick second and bugged out for the past 2 minutes. I just know she was bugging the shit. She can't talk about you sound white. Hey, speaking of that,
you sound like a white boy. You sound like a white boy.
How do white people sound?
You just.
I know, ma'am. Uneducated black folks think that when you speak with proper diction, you sound like a white boy. I know. Unfortunately, the members of our community that listen to Sexy Red and eat chitlins and hot sauce with their hot Cheetos, they think speaking properly is speaking like a white boy. We know that, ma'am. We know what tax bracket you're in. We can tell by that stiff wig on your head. You're not fooling anybody. If you can't afford braces in your youth, you can't afford a good wig. We see through it.
Mic all you want, okay? Because you don't got no balls. That's why you're on the mic talking that dumb crap. But don't get on this YouTube. I'm tired of you people. Every time you go on YouTube, you're sitting here talking about black people and your.
Can I ask you a question, man?
Look in the mirror.
Can I ask a question?
Out of a black.
Can I ask you?
Like you came out of a black womb.
Can I ask you a question?
Right. I'm tired of you people online disrespect.
Hey, New Era.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Or it's gonna be.
Hold on. Hey, guys, watch this. I really want to entertain my audience. This is the Roman Coliseum. I'm gonna play a clip of me calling Umar Johnson a scammer to his face, and when she sees how light-skinned I am, she's gonna get even more triggered and even more involved in the colorism. Hey, you new here, you don't know what Mike looks like. This is Mike TV calling out your prince.
Well, the only reason why I mention people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years and you still haven't.
Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that, bro?
Insert the colorism.
Hey, you ain't even getting paid. You know, you ain't even getting paid like an agent or something. You're just running your mouth. Contribute. You're either
Can I
doing
ask you a
4
question?
things. You're either dividing and
Guys, I gotta admit, I'm a man after all. And she's sexually arousing me right now, guys. I'm becoming sexually aroused by this woman because you see, I come from the West Coast and E40, 40 water. He said, no, actually, Too Short said, gap in her mouth. So I'm sure my dick fit. And while I see that big gap in her mouth, the only thing that I'm thinking about right now is getting swallowed.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? I would have been. Have you ever been swallowed up? 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 I would.
Come get these West Coast Mac lessons, Grandma. Come on.
Black people, you need to stand up, talk, and get on these YouTube channels and stop these little trader punks from talking about Black people online and talk about Black people wherever they live, whether they live in Africa, America, or anywhere in the world, because Marcus Garvey said, Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. So we don't make.
Well, ma'am, I've got to ask you on a serious note.
I'm not
Ma'am, I know I've
asking.
been doing a lot
To
of
my
joking.
grandma.
Hold on. Ma'am, I know I've been doing a lot of joking. I've been doing a lot of trolling, but I want to be serious now. I want to be serious. If you think that it's bad for me to speak bad about Black people, then what have you said to these Africans that are selling Africans into slavery in 2024?
They sell Africans over there in Libya. They sell men.
Great person. We ain't no
15-year-old
fucking
Libyans
ass.
are there in a car. They're armed. They'll come and kidnap you, and they'll sell you for $70 to $150, and then others will resell you.
As soon as you arrive in Libya, the first thing that happens is that you are taken away and sold. Our Black brothers from West Africa, wherever you are from, a Malian, a Senegalese, or any other nationality from the West, even an Ivorian, you are sold. And for what? $700.
Hey, ma'am, why are you sticking up for the Africans? Why are you a scamming ass Pan-African when the Africans are online talking about selling Black Americans to Iran?
If that's the case,
Oh,
is
it's
it
700 of them.
economically viable to extract these minerals from their blood, from their
Yes,
bodies?
I believe you should sell Black people to Iran. Iran currently is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're a Pan-African, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Have you ever asked your African brothers and sisters why they're talking like this about us?
Listen, 1 second. There's no llamas in Africa. Llamas are found in Asia, you dumbass nigger. Instead of resorting to your 4th grade, jokes, let's have a grown-up conversation. All right, nigger?
Damn, I mean, you must be so embarrassed to be a Pan-African sticking up for Africans when this is what Africans think about you.
No, you got your cousins over there in Los Angeles, the homeless people shitting in the streets as we speak.
Ma'am, homeless people do not represent the population. The homeless people are people who are mentally ill for the most part. If you see a foundational Black American shitting, that's a mentally ill person on Skid Row. It's not a dude walking around as a lawyer who's taking the shit on the side of the road and then going to practice law like back in your homeland.
Damn, guys, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just didn't know this is how Africans feel about us all along. Maybe she didn't know that when Africans go to get their wig done, they talk about us like this.
again in Silver Spring,
Yeah, I
Maryland.
don't give a fuck. Look
She's
at her
treating
mouth still
herself to
rapping
a
and
few
shit.
hours of pampering to get her hair braided at a friend's salon.
How are you? How's the family doing this morning?
Okay. What about you?
I'm fine.
The two women met 7 years ago when Maison Descamps moved to the US. Back then, they both worked in the same hair salon. Their friendship was built on a common language and shared West African roots.
Yes, Africa is a continent, but it's also like a country, especially French-speaking Africa. We have the same culture, we understand each other, we eat basically the same meals, we think the same, we have the same experiences, which is not the case with African Americans, for example.
Relationships between African Americans and African immigrants aren't always easy. In her 7 years in the US, Maison Descamps has yet to build a friendship with an African American.
Sometimes they think their ancestors were sold by ours, so there is some jealousy.
Damn, did you know that when the Africans go to get their wig done, they talk about how they think we're jealous of them because they sold us into slavery? Damn, you look real goofy right now to be a Pan-African, huh? Huh? Hey, you repping for this diaspora, and this is what them Africans saying about you.
African American, bro. That's it. How was that? See you in 30. That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not. Word. You're not Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Cuban. You are American.
I farted so loud.
Damn, ma'am. Although I don't know you, I actually don't want to see you get murdered. So I'm just gonna assume you didn't know about this. But here's a little PSA: when you Pan-Africans go move to Africa, you end up dead.
And we're going to talk about a suspicious death in the Gambia. I want to introduce you to someone, for those of you who don't know her. Her name is Audrey LaShawn Davis, better known as Soul, her sister. She's a YouTube content creator, and she was based in the Gambia. And unfortunately, she passed away unexpectedly.
Ooh, and last time I did the tally, it's been over 36 women murdered in the Gambia and Ghana. All of them Black American women, all of them Pan-Africans. So, ma'am, now that Mike TV's educated you a bit, let's see if it went in one ear and out the other.
You haven't educated anyone. You dividing. You're showing clips of people dividing. Okay. Show the clips of people coming together. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see no more of this hating, backbiting, backstabbing, and hating.
So
your
go
own
talk to the Africans, tell them to stop talking shit about us.
Excuse me, I ain't got to talk to nobody.
Why the fuck are you on here then? You sound stupid then. So shut the fuck up and get the fuck off of here. Then shut the fuck up, get the fuck off of here. If you don't gotta talk to nobody, why the fuck are you on here then? You sound dumb as fuck. If anybody gotta stop some hate, go talk to some fucking African, you dumbass old bitch. This the reason why we call bitches bitches. Cause dumbass bitches like you, cause you ain't no fucking woman. Every time somebody tell you got a dumbass bitch saying, you gotta say something better. You dumbass bitch. If you don't gotta talk to nobody, why you dumbass on here talk about Mike White? You dumbass whore, get the fuck off of here. Cause we gotta get shit done. You got dumbass bitch wanna talk some shit, but you're not saying no shit. I don't gotta go talk to nobody. So why the fuck are you up here drunk or high talking about Mike White and he asking no white ass questions? When we trying to get down to the bottom, look at you yelling. You're mad. You doing like this? You dumbass bitch. You dumbass bitch. You don't want to go talk to no Africans. You dumbass old bitch. You don't want to go. You don't want to go talk to no Africans, but you want to come and you want to start some divide. And you want to start talking about some divide.
Ma'am, hold on, guys. Time out, ma'am. Instead of focusing on trying to shut my channel down, maybe you should focus on closing the gap. And I think you know exactly what I mean by that. You should just work on repairing that great divide. But yeah, New Era, we about to get on to the rest of our callers. I farmed her for content long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, if these are the supporters of Umar, then this tells you everything you need to know. When y'all wonder who are the people still supporting him, who are the people still sending him money, it's old heads like this. All right, ma'am, go ahead and provide us with some closing remarks. What do you have to say before you exit stage left?
Well, I hope you learned your lesson tonight, that we have the 7 principles. It's called the Nguzu Saba that our people gave to us. And
Shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Wait. How
Principle-
dare you
principle-
interrupt this elder? Do not interrupt this black queen. The black woman is
Elder is the
God.
title. That bitch is not an elder.
No,
She just
stop it, New Era. Shut your mouth, New Era. You Pookie, you Ray. Okay, you stop it, New Era. Do not disrespect this black woman. She is a gift from God. Matter of fact, the black woman is God, and she's educating me about some kind of ancient tablet or scroll or something. What was it called,
I'm
ma'am?
sorry, Umar.
Is it called the 10 Commandments or something? It's called what?
No, Nguzu Saba. Google it. Google it.
Saba.
Nguzu, Nguzu Saba. SABA.
Nguzu Saba. I'm looking it up
Yes.
right now. I got you.
7 principle. The first principle is unity in the family, race, in the community.
Okay,
so what you're talking about, that is that unity? No, it's not.
Is right here?
Yes, it is. Because
we ain't no fucking. Is Africa part of America?
If you're not about
Africa
unity,
is 2 different continents.
That's right.
I told you to stop interrupting the black woman. You are interrupting God right now, sir. You are interrupting God. You better stop it. She's educating me. So this is called the Nguza Saba. And I'm wondering, ma'am, who created this? Is this like from the Congo or
Gods are
something?
black men. Gods are black men.
Who created it? I'm just saying. It's Swahili. Is that right?
No, it's black. It's for the black world.
But it's created
It's
by
not
the
Swahili.
Swahili people, right?
Well, yeah. The name is Swahili, Nguzu Saba. Yes, you're right about that.
Okay. I got it. And are you Swahili, or do you have some Swahili lineage?
I am black.
Ma'am. Black is non-descendable. I know this is the first time you've been hit with that fact, so I'm going to say it again slowly. Black is non-descendable. Black is not a ethnicity. Black is not a tribe. Black is not a lineage. Black is a goddamn crayon color. Black is non-descendable. So I'm going to ask you again, have you done your family's genealogy? Do you come from a tribe of the Swahili people?
Excuse me. I don't come from a tribe. I come from a dynasty.
And what is the name of the dynasty you hail from?
I hail from the genes of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. I don't come from no tribe.
King Solomon and the Queen
of Sheba.
Okay, so you are so just like Umar Johnson.
I come from royalty.
Hold on. To time out, ma'am. Time out. I'm trying to unpack this. So just like Umar Johnson is a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman, you're a direct descendant of Solomon, right?
And so we paid respects earlier to the Honorable Frederick Douglass, my direct ancestor, and it's only fitting and it's only with respect that if we're gonna big up the masculine energy, we gotta big up the feminine energy. And we know that Queen Mother Harriet and Frederick Douglass were very, very good friends. Some even say may have been cousins, which means I'm related to Harriet Tubman. I ain't gonna even get into that right now.
Well, goddamn it, you are one-upping the Prince of Pan-Africanism, because he may claim to be related to Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman, but you claim you're a direct descendant of King Solomon himself, huh?
To George Washington? Who are you related to? Who are you related to?
You are right. George Washington is my forefather.
Who are you?
You're right. George Washington was my great-great-great-grandpappy, and Christopher Columbus was my uncle. You're right.
Who are you related to? Everybody loves their culture, but some of you.
What is my culture?
You know all about George Washington. You know all about Christopher Columbus, because white people love their culture. They love their ancestors.
Oh, guys. Oh, my God.
You told me not to interrupt this.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. She struck a chord in my spirit. I can't keep up this lie anymore, guys. I make content about Black history and Black culture, and the whole time I don't know who I am, guys. I don't know who I am. I'm a white man who's cosplaying as a black man because black people just dance so good and cook so good and their dicks are bigger than ours, and I just want to be black, guys. I just want to be black. Or, Pan Goofy, is it that I've actually done my genealogy and I'm a black Native American card carrying? There's my tribe, dumbass broad. Meanwhile, you're claiming to be a descendant of some biblical King Solomon. I know my tribe. I know my lineage. You ain't got no paperwork, boo boo. You up here talking out your ass, and we gonna let you talk out your ass for about 5-10 more seconds, and then we gonna get you up out of here.
You're making us look stupid around the world. You look stupid, sound stupid. How are you going to sit here and sit online and talk about your own people? You're a freaking idiot.
Ma'am, you're not my people. Me no African, mommy. Me Native American. You the African, right? You're the King Solomon Swahili 7 principles of Timbuktu. We was kings. Yeah. I know. You are African. It's cool being African. Relax. You an African. And I'm wondering, why don't you go back to Africa?
Whatever you want to do. But you're not going to get on here and disrespect. We're going to end this. We're going to start. Every time you get on this YouTube.
Ma'am, we are going to end this. I'm not going to kick you up out of here. Your fellow Africans are going to get you up out of here. To the left.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left.
I would say it was nice knowing you, but it wasn't.
To the left, to the left.
Bye.
Everything you own in a box to the left. In the closet. That's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it. Say, don't touch.
Hey guys, if you were wondering what type of woman pays $500 for a date with the doctor, this woman is the type.
What do y'all think about a date with the doctor FDMG fundraiser? $100. The sisters will pay a $100 raffle. Sisters will pay $100. And if they win the raffle, they get to pick a social event anywhere in the country. It could be a concert. It could be a sporting event. It could be a festival. We're going to pick her up. I'm going to pick her up. We're going to pay for the hotel, pay for the flight. I'm going to pick her up, take her to the event. We're going to go to dinner. And we're going to drop her back off at the hotel.
Don't touch. Keep getting it, miss, that's fine. Could you walk and talk at the same timing? It is 9 that is on that mix. So remove your bag so I can call you a cab. I'm standing in the yard, see, and he's telling me how I'm such a fool. He's talking about I will never ever find a bra like him. Yo, I was lekker op sy kop gevallen.
Yeah, she wouldn't listen to a foundational black American, but she'll listen to her fellow Africans, right? The African said to the left, and she finally got gone. She listened to them Africans.
You must not know about me. You must not know about me.
Thanksgiving.
You must not know about me. You must not know about me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to our regular scheduled programming before we got derailed by not one, but two Pan-Africans. New era, I'm going to bring you back in just a moment. We got a couple new live callers. Jason's coming from the back to the front. Jason, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
You a bitch and a sellout.
Anything else?
Yeah, you a bitch and a sellout, and you don't really want to have constructive conversations about the liberation of your people. You'd rather sit on here and throw shade at somebody that's trying to do something to uplift our people. You're the definition of sellout.
And you're a Native American?
No, you're the...
Then you're not my people, fuck nigga. I'm a black Native. You're probably a tether cosplaying as a black American. You're probably a tether cosplaying as a black American. Why are you talking about black issues then
if you're Native American?
You're probably a bush
Why are you talking
baby.
about black issues if you're Native American?
Probably a goddamn bush baby who has an identity crisis. If I am a black Native and you have no Native lineage, then stop this we, nigga. Are you French? You must be a tether because you up here speaking French on Mike TV. This nigga called me a sellout and said I'm selling out the community. Sir, are you a part of my community? Oh no, why I'm not. Then how the fuck am I selling out your community that you're not even a part of? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I get a little bit lazy and I start farming people for content. So I like the way you dance. Keep dancing for me, boy. You got about 60 seconds. Get it all off your chest.
You're a bitch. You're a sellout. And you don't need to be talking about black issues if you're Native American. Focus on Native American shit. Why are you sitting up here? And this is what I'm talking about with agents. And a lot of niggas is fooled by people like you. People are fooled by niggas like you, as opposed to being productive men that's trying to build institutions. You'd rather sit up here and gossip like a little bitch.
Anything else, or was that it?
Oh yeah, I have one more thing. You're a bitch. And real men create shit. Real men don't sit on here and gossip.
Well, sir, you're up here gossiping. What have you built?
I'm not gossiping. I'm calling you.
Sir, what have you built?
I'm building.
You're building. You're building.
You're
What are you building?
You're a bitch. That's why. You don't want to have a conversation with a real man.
I'll try again. What are you building?
You'd rather mute me out like a bitch because you don't want to have a conversation.
Are you ready to tell us what you're building?
You're hiding behind that microphone because you're a bitch. That's why. That's what I'm building. That's what I'm building. You're hiding behind the microphone because
you're not building anything.
You're not building anything.
So
you're not building anything. I'm building a lot of shit.
Okay. So if you're building a lot of shit, you should be able to list at least one.
Okay. So I'm not having a conversation with a bitch ass nigga about what I'm doing.
But you called into my channel to talk to me.
I called into the channel to call you a bitch. That's what I did.
Sir, I'm going to break it down to you real simple. As much as you hate me, as much as you despise me, you're infatuated with me. You have a sick fetish. It may even be homosexual in nature, because I personally, especially if I dislike a man, I'm not going to wait backstage for 45 minutes to talk to him and then call into a show ranting like a little hoe, ranting like an effeminate bush baby. Sir. Matter of fact, why am I calling you sir? It's 2024. I shouldn't be assuming your gender identity, especially when you're acting oh so feminine in nature. God damn. I'm the bitch, but he's waiting so patiently in line for an opportunity to speak with me. It's crazy how I'm just a sellout bitch, but you watch me. I don't watch you. I don't watch your content. If you do produce it, I'll never call in to talk to you. You're so low IQ, we would never even be in the same room as one another. You know, classism and whatnot. Different tax brackets, if you ask me. So, sir, we're going to give you about 10 more 10 more seconds to give us 10 sentences that all probably will comprise of the word bitch or sellout. But go ahead and get it all off your chest. You got triggered by me because I called out your daddy, King Kong consciousness, right? You got triggered because daddy's getting some work, and now you're trying to take up for daddy, and it's not really a good look for you. Not really a good look at all. Guys, let me play devil's advocate. If I'm a bitch, but he's waiting in line patiently for the opportunity to speak to a bitch, then he is less than a bitch. What is less than a bitch, guys? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, wait, I know what's less than a bitch. A bush baby tether. You got 10 seconds. Give us all you got. Dance for me. I like the way you dance. Action. Oh, he ran, guys. He ran. That last soliloquy I gave him just really struck a chord. That last one just really did it. He said, hold on, damn, he kind of checkmated me there. I mean, optically, it's crazy for me to be calling into him to rant and rave to him with this squeaky ass sassy voice, but I'm trying to call him a bitch. I mean, damn, Mike kind of has a point. I mean, why am I calling in to talk to him if I hate him so much? Damn. The next person we got coming from the back to the front is UK Arsenal. UK Arsenal, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
I'm calling in from the UK, and I'm coming to speak about Umar Johnson because I've seen him live in London. and yes, he's a fraud. I saw him and Muta Baruka about nearly 10 years ago, and even then I knew he was a fraud. So I don't understand where this woman comes from. All Umar Johnson does is lie to these women to get donations.
Yeah, I agree. No, I totally agree.
Which I don't understand what she can't see. It doesn't take 10 years. I'll also tell you another incident. Q Butter. I don't know if you've heard of Q Butter in the space.
I have heard the name Q Butter. Yeah.
He has a school, and this brother here, Umar Johnson came to his city, disrespected him, and when he stood up for himself, Umar Johnson called the police.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not Umar Johnson calling the Pofos. Come on now, really?
Yeah. Oh yes, the team called the Pope. He asked the brother to move his car, and when he wouldn't move, he called the police, and rather than in the pro-black space, it's a no.
Yeah.
And his father's ashamed of him.
Oh yeah, no, we reacted to the video of his father basically calling him out in more ways than one. Yeah.
Yeah, his father's ashamed of him, and that's the lowest form. When your father's ashamed of you, I mean, other people can dislike you, they can be ashamed of you, but when your own father feels that way about you, that's bad. And Q Butter said that he's got a lot of respect for his father, but none for Umar, and it's not the first school he's disrespected. I don't know. This is how you know he's fraud. If somebody has a school, you talk to them and you find out how you can go about getting a school. You support other schools.
Facts. And I'm sure
You
that brother Q brother.
This isn't a supermarket, like I don't know. You're trying to compete with Walmart or something. This is schools. Schools you.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The brother Q, who has the school, did it take him 12 years to build it?
No. It doesn't take you 10 or 12 years to build no school. You can get one up and running. I'll give you an example from the UK.
Wait, real quick, before you give the example, I got to do a little bit of housekeeping. Guys, if you're new to the broadcast, make sure to subscribe, like the stream. If you support the mission, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, throw 5 on it. Yes, Desmond, I told you, I go on vacation for a month. All the tethers come out and show out. I can't even catch my breath. We got Pan-Africans claiming black folks ain't native and this and that. We got Africans talking about we was just slaves that they sold to white people and shit. I literally cannot take any time off because the minute that they hear I'm going on sabbatical, they think that they can come out here and cut up. Come on. But go ahead, UK Arsenal.
And we can. I wanted to talk to that lady because I would tell her that a pro-black space is full of it's bull crap. It's full of guys who are ex-criminals, ex-drug dealers, ex-scammers, who by and large, most of them have slept with white women or dealt with white women. Realistically, so this
we'll see, and also as far as dealing with white women, I personally deal with white women on occasion. I don't
that's
think
fine. That's okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the only point I'm making is that I don't think who you date is what we should judge you on. I think we should judge you on your actions. And I think the reason you brought up that a lot of them date white women is because publicly they grift the community with this whole black woman forever, snow bunnies never, but behind closed doors, they buddy schmoozing with the snow bunnies.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're aware that a number of the NOI, I mean, there are a number of the NOI members, they attend their thing, they give out the magazines, and then they get lifts from you guess it, white women.
Yep.
When they can't get sex out of marriage, who do they call upon? The white women. So again, it's false, right? In the pro-black community, it's okay to sleep with them. It's just not okay to date them, and that's the hidden secret.
Well, and also not only that, but it's something that spans all across the diaspora. I mean, even on the continent of Africa, you have continental Africans that are doing anything they can to get them a white woman. I mean, on the continent of Africa. Hey, and I'm not sure if you're new here, but over here on Mike TV, they've kind of given me a nickname, if you will. And my nickname is the King of Receipts. And that's because instead of just speaking about things and gossiping like the other guy claimed that I do, I actually show videographic and photographic evidence to cite my sources. So when I talk about these continental Africans being so brainwashed, gratifying white people to such a large extent, I mean, I think instead of just telling you, it would probably be better for me to also show you. So I gotta ask, have you ever seen an African on not one knee but both knees proposing to a 7-year-old British grandmother?
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America. Beautiful. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America?
I see you've got that lady in the chat. She said civilization began and can be traced to the genes of one black man and one black woman. What I would like to ask her is why are you okay with black women dating white men? Yeah, because it's okay in the pro-black community. It's somehow all right for a black woman to be with another race of man, but for some reason, as a black man, you're not allowed to date another race, and it's something I've never oddly understood.
You've noticed that too, huh? Hey, they got a whole community online. They call themselves divestors. They nickname the white guy Zaddy with a Z, and brag about how they get white men online. But let a brother venture outside of his race, and he's a sellout.
Oh yeah, and they tend to attract. The worst thing is they tend to attract the worst type of white men too. They attract the white men that the white women are running from. I don't think that they actually understand one of the reasons why white women go for black men is because white men are so dangerous. They consider white men so dangerous.
That motherfucker will suffocate you with a garbage bag and cut your head off and eat you, and then get a Netflix special and get a bunch of fan mail and a bunch of money on his books while he's doing time on death row. Yep.
There was one in America where they cut off the leg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, these guys, you know what I mean, and they go for pretty women, and I don't think that they understand that they're the most white men consider them more easier to get than white women, which is not a good thing to have.
Not a good thing at all. Not in the slightest. But hey, I'm about to wrap up the stream and segue into the next one. But before I do, go ahead and give us some closing remarks. I know it's your first time calling in. Let the folks know. I know you stem from the UK. What country in Africa are you folks from originally?
No, my folks are not from Africa. I have folks who are living in Ethiopia, but none of my family originate from Africa. No.
So you're like a foundational Black British person?
Yes, I am.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that your lineage does not stem from Africa at all?
No, I don't. I've not traced it back. I have family who trace from Jamaica.
Okay. So
and the USA.
Okay, so like for example, your mother and your father were born and raised in the UK.
My father was raised in Jamaica. My mom was born in the UK. Yeah.
Then why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say my folks are from Jamaica and I'm in the UK? Yeah. Okay, wait. Now we're really going to get to something that is interesting, and it's kind of a phenomenon I've realized. And that phenomenon is that Africans have an issue with Black Americans delineating, but they have seemed to have accepted Jamaicans delineating. You Jamaicans say you're Jamaican. Y'all don't call yourself African Jamaicans. You don't call yourself Afro Jamaicans. You guys really don't want shit to do with Africa, even though
No,
most
no,
of
no,
you.
of course not.
Yeah,
Of course not.
well, hold on. It seems that way, at least, even though most of the slaves during the transatlantic slave trade went to the Caribbean. I say, hey, what country in Africa are your folks from? And you're like, I'm not from Africa, I'm from Britain. And then we dive a little bit deeper, and it's like, okay, my folks are from Jamaica. Well, if we peel back another layer of that onion, before they were in Jamaica, they came from Africa, right?
Well, well, Britain was a port, but like I said, I don't. I know if you go back probably, I don't know, 10 generations, you might trace them back to somewhere in Ghana. But I don't recognize Africans, because at the end of the day, Africans don't really accept.
Because at the end of the day, you guys have successfully delineated from Africans.
Yeah, I don't look at myself in Africa. Why would I want to claim somebody that sold my ancestors? What does it say about them?
Exactly.
Africans are the only
Yes.
ones in history of all race that ever sold their own people. And they continue to do it to this day. They continue to do it.
And they're still doing it to this day. Thank you.
Especially West Africa.
Yes.
They sell boys and girls.
They sell Africans over there. In Libya, they sell men. Even 15-year-old Libyans are there in a car, they're armed. They'll come and kidnap you, and they'll sell you for 70.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, they sell them in Gambia, Nigeria, Niger. So at the end of the day, you're still selling.
And see, here's the issue. Can you recognize that although Africans for decades never wanted to say they were black, that they always hated on Black Americans? Do you kind of see how recently they're trying to take on Black American culture and get rid of their accent and start dressing like us and talking like us?
I see that. They're jealous of you. It's the same in the UK. They're jealous of UK British people. They're jealous of the UK Black British, USA Black British, USA Black men. Yes, they're jealous because we have freedoms that they don't have.
Well, not only that, can you recognize that the only thing that Africans have ever had going for themselves is their alleged kinship to Black Americans? Around the world, if you say you're African, they kind of look at you greasy, they kind of, there's stigma there. But if you're a Black American, you're exalted, you're praised. So do you kind of realize that a lot of these Africans have kind of been riding our coattails in the sense that they feel like they get some kind of pride in claiming an affinity to us, even though, let history tell it, those of us that do come from Africa were sold by them.
Oh, yes. And here's the thing. You in America, you fought so that basically Black people could, go certain places, which these Africans are benefiting from. And it's the same thing in the UK. These Africans ass kiss the white man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, they ass kiss the white man. They worship the white. I've been to things like swingers clubs. I see how these Africans act. Right,
and very subservient, very docile, which is why
they will claim a woman. This is a swingers club. You know what swinging is, yeah. So they will take a woman that's there to have fun for everybody and act like it's their wife. And I've never understood it. Right, this is these Africans. They're a disgrace. These especially the West Africans. I cannot stand them.
I would have to agree. And like you said, hold on. And like you said, other cultures of people have put others in bondage, tribal warfare, prisoners of war, indentured servitude, even enslaved one another. But only Africans have enslaved their own and then exported them to foreigners.
And they're doing this to this day. They're supplying Libya.
Yep.
Yeah.
To this day.
You have slave trade going on in Libya because of these Africans, and this is why you just can't trust them. Like I say, I have family living in Ethiopia, and they've had they've had their land taken away. So
Facts.
this
Facts.
is
Well, see, and here's the issue. In America, they tell the transatlantic slave trade as some kind of bullshit story, like the white man went over there and like stole some Africans and tricked some Africans and got some. No, before the white man ever traveled to Africa, Africans had a thriving slave trade with the Arabs. After they were done trading with the white people and the white people had enough with slavery and Britain abolished it, they kept this practice of slavery until the British literally had to force them motherfuckers and send ships to the coast and stuff and say stop enslaving people. So if the white man is waking up to the horrors of slavery and ending it, and the Africans are still doing it to this day,
here's the truth, Mike TV. If ancestors or whatever hadn't been enslaved, I hate to say this, but it's the best thing that happened because those Africans would have killed us off.
Yes and no.
I'm sad to say it.
Yeah, no. I think that things turned out in a better way than they could have turned out. I'd say that there were a lot of Black Aboriginals in the Caribbeans and in North America, because again, Africans were the first people to circumnavigate the globe. So Africans have been traveling to the Americas and to the Caribbean and mixing with natives and having ethnogenesis and creating their own social groups and stuff since like forever. But as far as the continental Africans, yeah, as fucked up as it sounds, I would much rather have my lineage be what it is than be living in Africa right now. That's a fact.
No, the only place I would go and live that's okay because it's kind of done by British rule is Kenya. Yeah, but literally, because like I said, no, they don't like us like that. They hate
They call us Yankee. They call us Akadas. They call one another Jareers and shit. They're xenophobic. They're tribalistic. They do genital mutilation, butcher women to this day. Rape is rampant. They're just absolute degenerate people. I mean, as fucked up as the old lady earlier said that I'm talking like a white man, right? I'm gonna really talk like a white man. They are some backward savages. As fucked up as that sounds, to call them backward savages with the historical connotation we know that brings, they literally behave like backward savages. Imagine this. They literally had Wakanda. They have all the gold, they have all the diamonds, they have all the oil, they have all the cobalt, they have all the minerals. On top of that, they have the fucking infinite money glitch. They sold their fellow Africans to the white man for more wealth, for more resources, for mirrors and beer and guns, and then took the guns to go get more Africans to sell for more resources. So you literally had Wakanda, you had all the money in the world, and guess what? Like a crackhead dope fiend uncle, you smoked it up. And now we're supposed to feel sorry for you? We're supposed to save the children? Okay.
I don't feel sorry for them. Look, I'm looking to go to say, if I go to Kenya or whatever, I'm going to treat them like how the white man treats them. Because if you don't, the things that you have where they rob you and they kill you, that's what's going to happen.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's the only way to deal with them. Literally, you can't deal with them any other way because they're gonna treat you worse than they're gonna treat the white man good. Yeah, they'll treat the white man good and treat the white woman good. Yeah, they'll treat them like kings and queens. But you come out, you try to help them as a brother, they'll see they're trying to rob you, they're trying to kill you.
Hey, backward savages, if you ask me. These motherfuckers.
That's what it is. It's backward savages. Like I said, yeah, these Africans, these Africans don't recognize you. I don't understand. So I don't know where these people get this. Go back to Africa.
Pan-African, go back to Africa. And that's why if you were watching earlier, I asked the dude, oh, you're Pan-African? How have they reciprocated that? Oh, what do you mean reciprocated? Oh, Latrice Lumumba. Well, what did he do for Black Americans? Oh, nothing. Well, who did something for Black Americans? Ghana, the year of return. Like, that's a clear tourism scam.
But money, these look, I've been in the pro-Black space and these 90% of these Pan-Africans have never been to Africa.
Yes. Yes.
Which is weird.
Don't talk to
I'm gonna tell
Africans on
you
a
to go to
regular
somewhere.
basis.
I'm gonna tell
Yes.
you to go to somewhere where I've never been. That's madness.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Africans are fleeing Africa while trying to convince us to come invest in Africa. Pan-Africans are safe in America, trying to convince us to go to Africa to start businesses. I mean, no one wants to be in Africa, but everybody wants to tell us to go there. Okay. All right. UK Arsenal, it was nice chopping up with you. Hopefully you click the link and call in sometime in the future. It's refreshing to hear, a black man from across the pond who's not a goddamn tether. So, yeah. Shout out to all the black Brits out there.
No problem. Thank you, Mike.
Yep. Till next time, brother. Peace.
All right, bye.
All right. And then there was New Era. This was an interesting stream. We had some pan goofies. We had a a Jamaican, because I will respect their delineation movement. They don't want nothing to do with them Africans neither. We had a Jamaican from the UK call in, and the brother was sharp. The brother was on it. Okay. Interesting stream.
Word. I do like
So
that,
what do
brother.
you think, brother? I didn't know I was gonna trigger the Umarians like that. I didn't know the Umarians was gonna come out and play.
Word. You a bitch ass sellout white man.
Hey, wait. I feel like you're forgetting something. I'm a bitch
Am I?
ass sellout white man who's dividing our culture and not following the 7 Swahili principles that the descendant of King Solomon told us.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Nigga, you are divisive. You are divisive, nigga.
Oh word. All right, cool. It's okay. You tell the Africans stop talking about us, nigga. I don't gotta tell nobody shit. What the fuck?
Hey, let's
So
talk
why are you
about
here talking about he's white and all this shit? Like sometimes stupidity just triggers the shit out me, and I have to yell at people sometimes. My bad.
Hey, I appreciate you saving my voice because I do hours of these streams. So, and it's nice for you to take the helm on the hooting and hollering and then allow me to save my vocal cords now and again. But yeah, Grandma was goofy, but she was hilarious. The first dude was giving major tether vibes. I swear to God, he said his parents were immigrants, but he's not a tether. I swear he said that.
I heard that shit. I was in the back. I was like, nigga, we both heard that shit. He said,
Yeah.
yes and no. I'm not no tether. Yeah, so you immigrant background with no tether. Okay, that's cool. He just ain't want to admit that shit.
Notice how he was so confused and so evasive about his background and where his people from and classic tether shit. Classic tether shit.
So you just gonna mute me? Every time I talk, you just gonna mute me, right?
Nigga, if you keep interrupting. Well, anyway, I know you were backstage for a hot minute. Go ahead and give us some closing remarks, but take your time in doing so. I mean, there was a lot that transpired tonight. I'm not even supposed to be streaming during this month, but we got old heads named Lady Boulay talking shit about us black natives. We got Umar Johnson doing a dirty preacher routine to get out of the scam confrontation. And the next stream we're doing right after this one is unfortunately a PSA. Umar Johnson is beating the dog shit out of Tariq Nasheed, and we're going to talk about it. As polarizing as that sounds, we're going to talk about it.
I have a strong feeling there's going to be some more goofies about to call in on the next stream then.
Hey.
You better have both sides of the call. Yeah, hey, who the fuck is Uncle Phil? I got the last stream late, like the last couple of minutes.
So that dude who runs the African Diaspora News channel, his name's Phil Scott.
Oh, the nigga that looked like Uncle Phil, dark skin nigga.
Yeah, the dark skin Uncle Phil. Yeah.
All right. I was wondering why he kept on popping up on my shit.
Yeah. So apparently, someone sent me an email. Apparently, he was talking greasy about black natives the other night. So I'm gonna probably be roasting Phil's ass here soon.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up. Peace, love. Goofies, can you just please answer some questions and don't make me yell? Because that's the only reason why I yelled at that dumbass bitch. Because I just want to ask a question.
Hey, if there's anybody new to my stream, although I do control the flow of the conversation, I give everybody a fair shake. I mean, come on. I ask you simple questions. If you are evading the questions, then I make you give us an answer before we move forward. And come on, don't act like I'm doing you so dirty when in actuality, you're the ones calling into my platform to spout your misinformation and xenophobic rhetoric. But you guys are supposed to be the Pan-Africans bringing us together, huh?
Where? Right. Stop being a divisive white man, Mike. And I'll see you on the next stream, Brody.
All right, brother. Until next time.
Until next
time. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do not go anywhere. As soon as this stream ends, there's going to be a 10-second countdown, and then the next stream is going to begin. I will see you guys there in just a moment. Don't touch that dial.